It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Saul Terrence Buck.
This bout is...
And this one has all of those big... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice punch. These two were made for each other. And he scores with the counter. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. No rest for the weary. They exchange punches. Trying to land that jab. Perfect counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This fight has a real good flow to it. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second.
And there's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Beautiful counter punch. Just avoids the left uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. There's a counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. In that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Let's get it started in round three. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Think of holding on here for a minute. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punching. Bravery being shown here is just incredible. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is a high-octane battle. Those counter punches have to hurt. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Lucky that hook didn't score. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. In that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go.
Here we we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. These two fighters are made for one another. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. In the build-up to this fight, oh, wait a minute! Crawford is dazed! And right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see. And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
7, 8.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too smart. Move here to take a knee and get a break from all that beating.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Do you believe this? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh my word, Canelo! Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas! When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's up. I'll be surprised.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what